Suzette, how you doing? Diarmaid Murtagh here. Thanks so much for your cameo request. Sorry, it took me a couple of days to get back to you on that. I loved your message there, and I'm really glad that you enjoyed The Protector and my attempts to protect Jake Sharp. Glad you enjoyed that one. With regards to your questions there, sequel, I don't believe so, unfortunately. I think the nature of the book that Jodie Ellen Malpas has written and the way the script is put together and the way the movie unfolded, Jake went through a lot of changes in that one, and it's not to be cliche about it, but I think towards the end he had exercised his demons, and he probably got the whole story probably got to a point of like a happy ending, I guess. So it feels to me that him and Cammy probably just went off into the sunset somewhat. At least that's the way I like to think of it. Anecdotes from set. Nothing really crazy other than the fact that I was doing intermittent fasting during that time to lose the required amount of weight and get into shape and try and physically embody Jake as best I could. So I mean, I don't know if you know what intermittent fasting is, but basically, like, you just do, like, in 24 hours in any given day, you just don't eat for like 18 of those. So, and then you squeeze it all into 4 hours. So, I just would, it actually worked out fine. But I would just be walking around with my giant water bottle as people were enjoying these delicious breakfasts and lunches from the excellent caterers we had. And aside from that, just Tosca was fantastic. And obviously Emma Rigby was just a delight, a really lovely person. And she and I have become true friends really since. What role deeply affected me and perhaps changed me permanently? That for me, that's an easy one. Actually, I did a film called Bruno, in which I play a homeless man on the streets of London. His only friend is his dog, who through an event ends up losing, and through a set of circumstances discovers a child who has also run away from home, but they end up helping each other out there. That film was due to release pre-coronavirus. We were supposed to have that one around March, and digital release as well, because it was supposed to have cinematic release. I really hope that one will be more commonly. It was doing a lot of festivals, but I really hope that one will be available online before the end of the year. So watch my social media for that, updates on that. But for sure, that one definitely affected me. The issue of homelessness is in so many major cities and countries around the world, obviously, and I think it just really stayed with me insofar as the gratitude we all really have to have. I think on a daily basis, if you have the simple things, if you have a roof over your head and food in your fridge and those home comforts to come to at the end of a day, you're doing a hell of a lot better than an awful lot of people out there. And I think that's what really I took away from the role of Daniel in Bruno. That would be it. And then guilty pleasures. Great questions, by the way. Sorry, I'm talking a lot here. And you're in the Netherlands, actually. I was just in Amsterdam recently, and I love that town. I love the countryside as well. Great people there. Guilty pleasures. Oh my God. So I would have a reasonable knowledge and pride of music. I think it's pretty solid. I wouldn't consider myself any kind of expert on it or aficionado of music, but God, I must admit, if I get a few beers into me and everyone's having a good time, I hate to admit it, but Nickelback. Oh God, yeah, I know they're terrible. They're so. It's not a good one. It's not a good guilty pleasure to have whatsoever. But yeah, I suppose that's about that. That would be kind of my most sinful guilty pleasure. Thanks a million, Suzette, for reaching out. Hope you're keeping very well in these crazy times. It's a bit bonkers for all of us, but it was good to see Amsterdam and Holland. I believe you guys opened up June 1st. Back into it, good stride, and long may it continue. I think we're all done with this lockdown stuff. Thanks a million again for watching Protector. keep your eyes peeled for Bruno, and take care, Suzette. Thanks a mil.